Yeah, all the talk about Ryan's very, very good Christmas. So how did you find out that he got that for Christmas? Did he actually admit that?
No, Hannah.
I asked him what he got for Christmas, and he just said a bidet.
A bidet?
Yeah.
And then Johnny said a robe.
Yeah, I got a robe for
And he
Christmas.
told us we should invest in a bidet.
He said
he
that,
recommended the bidet.
yeah, he recommended it.
It wasn't like a joke gift or anything. Like Ryan actually enjoys the
Yeah,
fact he has
yeah,
a
no,
bidet.
he enjoys it.
He
He
said
said,
to him, and he was like, I think I want a bidet. And he's like, yeah, I want one too. He said he feels very clean after it.
yeah, and then Nate asked where he can get one for how much money.
Oh, you asked if he could get one?
See how much it was.
Got some cool stuff.
Yeah, some cool stuff. So you don't want to mention the bidet
No, I
because
don't
all the kids are very fascinated by
They
it.
are because they've never had one.
Oh, okay.
Once you have one, you kind of understand what it's about.
Is he gonna try and bring one and like set it up in his bathroom in the hotel?
Probably get the one, to be honest.
He would be the one to get a portable one. Did you bring it here? Is it a portable bidet that you wanted to put in your hotel?
It's mounted at my house.
Oh, okay.
It is fantastic, and I'd highly suggest everybody get one. It's the best.
Really?
Yes.
It took us a minute to actually track you down. Came by yesterday, and
Yeah.
for once Coy was wrong. Like you weren't just like doing absolutely nothing good in the building. You were working on homework. Are you finally done with that here so far?
Yeah, I'm done for that, but Monday between the two races I'll have to complete more of that. But now I'll focus on some racing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have to be dedicated to come down here. You have to quarantine for 2 weeks when you go back home to Canada, right?
Yeah, so when I go back home I need to do the school at home and quarantine for 2 weeks, but by the time I'm done quarantining, it's time to go back to the US to race, so.
I'm gonna get Coy to get a beach house here, right? I don't know why you don't just stay in South
Yeah, I
Beach in
should, I
between.
should.
The last couple of years are kind of building up to this point. This has been almost like a breakout weekend so far for you, just off practice alone. Like, talk to me about, you know, the progression over the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I started racing, I'd say nationally in 2018 in the junior class and had a rough season. I was still very new to karts, so I was at the back of the field most of the time. 2019 was my debut year in senior. Again, a tough experience, didn't spend a lot of time up front, but the pace was getting better over the course of the year. And then last year, in my sophomore year in senior, I kind of was starting, showed pace to be up front, but ultimately a lot of races just didn't come together for me. I had a lot of bad luck and was still learning, still trying to improve and progress. But yeah, this weekend, the goal is just to get to the top 5, to start really challenging at the front and to put pace and racecraft all together, which we've had both, like pieces of both for a while, but just have yet to really put it together until this weekend, I think.
No, dude. I mean, you're easy now. We got the hat backwards. The flow doesn't look that bad.
all good.
I did check with the SKUSA guys. They did say that you are allowed to wear your hat in the scale line so that when we video you, you don't look like a homeless person.
Perfect. That's good information to know.
Yeah, but you have to take the hat off when you go across the scales.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you can't, obviously the hat's just a lot of weight. It's gonna make a big difference.
Obviously.
So actually, who's been on DJ duty this weekend? Because I've heard like a lot of
I think it's probably Sean, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's like between Sean and my dad. My dad likes to laugh at Sean.
Yeah.
Has it been any good this week? Because sometimes just then I walk by and it's like bumping some really good EDM.
Sometimes.
That's when Brendan's here, though.
Only when Brendan's here? So we need Baker back?
We do need Baker back. I miss you, Brendan.
All right, Nate, over to you. So we got Red Bull, I guess.
Perfect.
But it's not this is an official brand deal, right? Like
No.
All right, so these guys are going right back out there.
We need the real deal.
We need the real deal. We need to get Monster Energy to call you
Yes.
because we're running 2 classes. Like,
a lot of
you
work.
need something to get through the day, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been good all throughout this week so far. Just, running 2 classes for, 4 days straight now. It's a lot of work.
It wears on you.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
And then this week, we've got the broken parts build so far. Chain. How many axles are you in, Riley? 3. But, I mean, was that all from one class or was that over the 2? Because you're running double duty this week.
I think 1 in X30 and 2 in KA.
Okay, all right. Well, that's still a good bit. All different
It's a lot of different parts.
Man, with no Supernats last year, it feels like forever since we've said we've been at a SuperKarts USA Pro National. Impressive run today by the rookie Alessandro DeTullio. He'll start on the pole alongside Arias Duke Medjin. Nick Ramirez will round out the top 3.
It's going to be tough, but I'm looking forward to it.
Best career starting position today for Aaron Benoit. Breakout weekend for sure.
Yeah, rough qualifying, but after you have a bad qualifying, there's only really one way you can go, is up the field, so let's do it.
It's time to know what we're here for.
Just send it, bro.
You want to make a statement, set the tone for your 2021 season. Now is the time. The field looking nicely packed together here as they come across the front straightaway, and we're underway. First race of the new year. Side by side for the lead, Alessandro DeTullio getting shuffled way back. He's going to lose maybe 6, 7, 8 spots here on the inside line. Big gap already here for Arias Duke Medjin and Aaron Benoit. They've already got nearly a second and a half back on the field here as we work lap number 2. That is a comfortable gap to start the main event. Sebastian Montoya leads the best of the rest right now. Hannah Greenemeyer is up to 4th. Nick Ramirez, P5. Everybody chasing your top 2. It's the Kart Republic. Arias Duke Medjin out in front. And then a frenzy behind him here at the end of this train of 3. It's Ryan Norberg to make it a 4-car group, make it 5. All the while, Arias Duke Medjin trying to pull away. Ryan Norberg trying to march back forward. Here comes a move inside. Hannah Greenemeyer got him. He is through on his teammate up to P4. Crossed the line P2 in the pre-final. He has the pace to run up front. Had to start P12 after a major penalty. And he is slowly trying to claw his way towards the number 303 Kart Republic. Here comes another head of steam. Ryan Norberg for 2nd on Aaron Benoit. He is through. Big time move for Ryan Norberg. 1 driver left ahead. He's a couple seconds up the road though. Arias Duke Medjin has built up a nice gap as we work through the midway section of this main event. Here comes Ryan Norberg. He is closing in 2 kart lengths away. Looking inside for the lead. Ryan Norberg on Arias Duke Medjin. They make contact. It sends Duke Medjin a little wide. Ryan Norberg has come from way deep in the pack here in the main event to go to the lead in the closing stages. You can just tell how much Ryan Norberg wants to get back to the top step of the podium. It has been a long time. Alessandro DeTullio, Aaron Benoit, they are 2.5 plus seconds back. A big recovery for DeTullio. Again, he started on the pole, got shuffled all the way outside the top 10. Truth be told, Alessandro DeTullio might even be a little bit quicker than the leaders, but he's just not got enough time. Ryan Norberg, 3 kart lengths out in front of Arias Duke Medjin. It'll close back down to 2. Big credit here to Arias for staying as close as he can right now to the reigning Winter Series champion. He is going to have to stay that close if he wants a shot at this victory as they work their way down the stretch again. Ryan Norberg now back out to 3 kart lengths, a little bit of a bigger gap. Is that going to be enough of a cushion as they come to see the white flag this time by? Just one more lap around. Arias Dukmedjan is definitely within striking distance. Norberg having to defend, having to cover off the bottom. Dukmedjan going to try and cross him over to the outside. 3 corners to go. They would come together. Dukmedjan's around. Norberg is going, but that bumper, it might have just got knocked in as he works his way to the final corner. Ryan Norberg will be the first to the checkered flag here on Saturday, but the officials are going to have a lot to say about that final lap incident. Aaron Benoit has been declared the winner after final penalties. Norberg has been pushed off the podium.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I mean, it was very frustrating to end the weekend that way, or end the day that way. We come back from 12th all the way to first, and then have a guy just turn down on you because he's upset that you're beating him. It's frustrating.
So that was one of the craziest last laps I've ever been a part of.
I mean, first race in senior, I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. Just idiots.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy race. Started from P4 early on in the race, was running 3rd, then 2nd, and just was holding on to that spot for most of the race, and just tried to stay calm and stay confident where I was. And then at the very end of the race, when everything kicked off, was in the right place in the right time, kept my nose clean, and managed to take the win. So really happy about that, and big thanks to everyone who made it possible, especially Itzla Silveira and U-Race, BN Racing Engines, and of course my family.
Well, the weather might just be as pretty as it was for Saturday's main event, but we have a completely shaken up top 10. Sebastian Montoya, pole award winner, pre-final winner. He's looking very strong early.
Yesterday wasn't too good, but today our luck turned around a bit. We got pole, won the pre-final, 2 out of 3.
My heart's pumping pretty fast because we got a good shot, we've got a good position, so the pressure's on, but just gonna make it happen.
You know Ryan Norberg is looking for redemption after he feels like he deserved to be the winner yesterday.
Just plan on going out there, go fast, just worry about everything as it comes.
I'm pretty nervous, but I've been in this situation before, just not a senior.
So this race, it's a long race, just gonna try to take it one step at a time.
I just gotta send it again.
Big story here too. Arias Dukmedjan had to go to the back of the pre-final due to an engine change. Drove from 40th up to 11th with one of the fastest karts on the racetrack. Final session of opening weekend here, the second main event of the 2021 National Pro calendar is underway. Good jump for Sebastian Montoya. He'll bring Ryan Norberg through into second as Max Opolski slips backwards. Another driver's gone to third, that's Matias Ramirez, but they are single file, all following the 358 out front. That train of karts is dangerously close to Sebastian Montoya this early. Ryan Norberg through to the lead, Ramirez to second, Opolski is third, Benoit is fourth, Montoya outside the top 5. Here comes Matias Ramirez now, inside on Ryan Norberg. Oh, Benoit really got into it there with Max Opolski. This dogfight in the early couple of laps has given Matias Ramirez a nice little advantage. In fact, he has pulled that to nearly a second gap back to Ryan Norberg and company. Alex Stanfield has escaped the fray. He is up to 4th. It is a little breakaway, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Arias Dukmedjan already running some of the fastest laps of the race. He is up to 5th, has gone by Max Opolski, leads the next group behind your leading 4, and he is closing in. Zanella Racing Kart Republic looking quick. Matias Ramirez still holding station out in front. Aaron Benoit has pulled away a little bit in second, so the top 2 with a little bit of separation over the field. Rare mistake, Ryan Norberg just dropped a tire there in front of Alex Stanfield. Battle for 3rd, Stanfield, the rookie, into a podium spot here as we go to the second half. Ryan Norberg slipping backwards. It looked like he might have had the pace to challenge. He is not looking solid. Arias Dukmedjan inside. He's got 4th, and Norberg is now to the edge of the top 5. If Arias Dukmedjan is able to come through the field, this will be one of the most impressive drives in recent memory. Right now, Aaron Benoit, Matias Ramirez doing everything in their power to try and prevent that as they are starting to hook up out in front. Nose to tail, your top 2. Alex Stanfield sees the gap out in front. He's under pressure. Here comes Duke Medjin to the inside. Arias Duke Medjin into the top 3. Aaron Benoit has been very patient trying to work with Matias Ramirez. There's the signal. He wants to keep going forward. No! Mind games there from Aaron Benoit. Signaled forward, went down the inside. Now he's signaling for help from behind. Ramirez going to oblige for now, but that was very funny to see. The unfortunate part is with every pass, you give up a couple tenths of a second in that one corner, and that was just enough for Arias Duke Medjin to get within the drafting window. He's only 2 kart lengths back from Matias Ramirez's rear bumper now as they go to the back hairpin, closing in on the final couple laps. Aaron Benoit, Matias Ramirez, they have been caught by the fastest driver on the racetrack. This race has fallen almost perfectly into Arias Duke Medjin's hands. Benoit now with a little gap as Duke Medjin has gone by Matias Ramirez. 1 more kart to go on a drive through the field. 2 laps remaining here. Benoit, 2 kart lengths out in front. He is driving for his life. What a weekend it could be for Aaron Benoit to sweep, not only get his first career win, his second career win in the same weekend. He's going to need to fight for it. Coming to the final couple turns. White flag this time by. 1 lap to go. Little bobble there out of the final corner. Here comes Duke Medjin looking inside. The crowd's getting into it, and Arias Duke Medjin to the lead in the first corner. Arias Duke Medjin spent 21 of the 22 main event laps here following. Now on the final one, he's made it halfway around, just needs a couple good corners. What a great launch there out of turn 8. Arias Duke Medjin, 3 turns to go. Aaron Benoit trying to give it everything he's got. One last heave. He's just not going to get there. What an incredible drive from 40th on the grid after qualifying to P1 in the main event. Arias Duke Medjin wins on Sunday. You want to talk about never say die. Arias Duke Medjin ended yesterday's race 5 feet in the air in the infield.
Big congrats to him on the win. Well deserved.
Unfortunately, we had good pace too early in the race and just fell off a little at the end and got caught.
Yeah, it was exhilarating from start to finish. I mean, coming from the pre-final, you know, starting on the last row of the grid, the race started before I even came onto the main straightaway, so I mean, we had already lost like 2 seconds there, and then just being able to weave through the field was pretty amazing. We got a little bit unlucky with the engine. We overheated a bit, got to around 230 degrees, and one of the brass valves fell off, but despite that, we had amazing pace, and big thanks to Comet for supplying an amazing engine for this weekend. And we went into the final, you know, kind of not really sure what was going to happen. We were almost mid-pack. I mean, it was 11th, so we were a little unsure, but we remained steady the entire time, and we had a really good start, and then just kind of picked them off one by one until we got to the front. And there was a bit of a gap to Matias and Aaron, and we were able to kind of break that down slowly, and I mean, it was amazing, you know, just the pace we had and the kart. It was really great. So I just wanted to thank Kart Republic, Comet, and everybody at Zanella Racing and everyone supporting me.
Awesome. All right, guys, that does it for SKUSA Winter Series opening weekend. Rounds 1 and 2 are done. ROK Cup USA Florida Winter Tour round number 1 is next up. Before we get to that, though, make sure to check out shopkartchaser.com. Support the brand, support the boys. We've got a whole lot of videos and content coming your way this year. Until next time, that's a wrap on Miami, baby.